After a long and adventurous road trip all the way from Kuala Lumpur up the west coast of Malaysia, we have finally arrived to the paradise island of Langkawi.
Right now we are in Kua town here in Langkawi, which is the biggest town on the island. And if you come into the island on the boat, this is where you're gonna get off.
In Kua there's a lot of street art, there's this beautiful park right here, and there's the big eagle statue that you see as you arrive. And there's also the Maha Tower as well, which is considered like a mini Eiffel Tower. So there's a lot of things to see and do here. It's a really beautiful town actually, but the island is massive. Last time we were here we only stayed on Chenang Beach, the busiest area in Langkawi, and there's actually so much more that we missed out on. So today we've got our motorbike and we're going to be exploring the whole island. So we were just driving up to the north of the island, and on the way we saw a sign to a temple, so we thought we'd come and check it out. And there's this huge rock with this beautiful Buddhist temple right here. It looks so beautiful when you drive in. There's also a Hindu temple over there as well, but they're actually both, I think, still in renovation. We saw a lady that was painting the statues here still, and a few of them do look like they're not quite finished yet, but wow, already finding some hidden gems here on Langkawi Island. Just a 5-minute drive from the temple is a geoforest park, which is actually a UNESCO site, so it's a protected area, and here you can go on a boat tour around the mangroves. Really beautiful area, beautiful landscape, and mountains and limestone rocks. And they also have bat caves, all kinds of animals. I think there's eagle feeding as well, so a lot of animals you can see here. The boat is about 350 ringgit, which is quite a lot if we're just 2 people, so we're probably not going to do it.
We just drove to the very northern bit of the island, and this beach is called Tanjung Rhu. We do think that this is probably the nicest looking beach. It is so lush, surrounded by beautiful islands, loads of little boats going around, like, which makes it even more scenic. So from here you can also take like little boat tours. Not only that you can chill on this beach, but you can also do all kinds of activities. You can see already some ATVs and stuff like that. But I mean, dude, this beach looks so next level. The ATVs, just wondering what's the price?
ATV, yeah. One ticket, you can go there and island. You can round.
With ATV?
Yeah, ATV.
Yeah, okay.
I just 140.
140 for how long?
50 minutes.
15 minutes or 50?
50.
50?
Yeah, 50.
Okay, so almost an hour.
After you can go alone by yourself. 70.
70 if you go alone. For
Yeah.
same time, 50 minutes.
No, 30 minutes.
30 minutes
Yeah,
for
70.
70. Okay, okay. Alright, good to know. Thank you, man.
No problem.
I bet you would love to do that, wouldn't you?
I don't know, considering.
Honestly, I'd be a bit worried letting Mario go on a quad bike.
There's a
Probably
manual
end
as well. You can get like a manual one. That one is good.
Black Manta.
Yeah, boy.
The sand is so white here, I'm actually having to keep my glasses on. I think this is definitely one of our favourite beaches so far in Langkawi Island. You've got the white sand, the blue water, and the beautiful islands and mountains surrounding it. And it's actually not that busy. I honestly expected this beach would be the busiest out of them all, but it's so big, like it stretches so far over that way, that you could genuinely just find a little spot under a tree somewhere and feel like you're on this beach all by yourself.
So it is the hottest time of the day, as you can probably tell, and how better can you refresh than just going for a little swim at this paradise. Surprisingly, the water is quite nice and refreshing. Oh,
So nice.
wow, look at this, guys. This looks freaking epic. Just gotta watch out for those black tip sharks, Olivia.
I know there's no black tip sharks here. You can't, you're not
apparently
fooling
there
me.
are. No, I have heard. I'm pretty sure they don't go this far in.
Look, that one there. I'm just kidding.
Damn, I have to live with this every day, guys. This area looks so epic, guys. I cannot imagine what it looked like during wet season when everything is super green, but even right now it looks absolutely gorgeous, like surrounded by beautiful marble mountains, so many wild little beaches. I kind of wish we had our own little boat, just go every day to a different wild beach, you know, put on a barbecue and things like that. There is so many cool little spots like that if you are looking for that type of thing. We love wild beaches. We love beach all to ourselves, and currently it's what we're doing, a beach to ourselves. Even though there is a resort, which I kind of don't mind it, to be honest, and the wilder beaches go all the way there. And you know, since Langkawi is an island, There are so many beaches.
Like we said earlier, last time we stayed here, we stayed in Pantai Chenang, which is the beach on the west coast of the island. It's the busiest area, most of the stuff is there, but I think that this is the place that you should stay if you ever come here. You have the best beaches, there's some nice resorts here, there's also cheaper hotels and guest houses too, and it's got its own town, food and everything. So I think if you're planning a trip to Langkawi, this area is the best place to come.
Langkawi is actually pretty big, and you kind of do need a vehicle. Like Olivia mentioned last time, we kind of got stuck in Chenang area and we have not experienced any of Langkawi, and this time, wow, we actually do get to explore the island and see everything properly.
We've just come to the beach next to Tanjung Rhu, which is in the main town, and it's actually equally as beautiful. It's actually quite empty as well. We've got some chairs here you can sit down, and I think the beach actually stretches really, really far. Look at the surrounding area. This is also really nice. This one has some cafes and restaurants here as well. So we're probably gonna grab a drink. It's pretty hot. Need to stay hydrated. Over here.
Yeah, I'm already getting a little bit hungry out here, and to be honest, this really nice looking, affordable local food.
What
A lot of like sort of Thai fusion and tom
I guess
yum.
we're not actually that far from Thailand.
Yeah, literally around the corner. I think you can probably see it somewhere if I flew the drone up.
Yeah, I don't know if many people know, but Langkawi is like really, really close to the south of Thailand. You can actually take a boat from Thailand or Koh Lipe, which is the lowest island in Thailand, straight to Langkawi as well. So if you're on holiday in Thailand, you can make a quick trip over here to Malaysia and Langkawi.
So we thought we'll come for a little drink, and the little drink turned into a good old feast.
Yeah, had to get some seafood while we're here in Langkawi. We've got steamed fish, chili and lime, omelette and rice. This is actually like a whole set thing, so I think it was like 40 ringgit.
Pretty good for seafood in Langkawi, which has always been the case.
Let's eat. We just ate it so fast.
Well, we're not hungry, maybe just a small bite, like smashed the whole fish.
I actually feel out of breath. Like you forget when it's so hot that you need to eat. You just don't think about it. So now we need to sit on the bike, which is gonna not feel great, but let's explore the rest of the island. We continued driving along the north coast of Langkawi, which took us through the countryside, and the views only got better. We stopped off at Sandy Skulls Beach, which is a small paradise beach with soft white sand and blue water, surrounded by mountains in the jungle. It's not a very big beach though, which meant it felt busier than the others, so we kept driving towards the Datai wildlife corridor. This area is one road that winds through the thick, lush jungle, with many wild animals living here. In this area, they've planted and allowed trees to grow, which connect across the top of the road, creating canopies for animals to cross safely and search for food over larger areas, as well as protecting habitats of animals that are slowly disappearing.
So, as you can see, this is the dead end. So unfortunately we cannot go any further because this is a private property.
A lot of this part of the island is like private resorts and stuff, so you can't get to the beaches in this area, which is kind of a shame. Malaysia can actually privatize the beaches, which other countries don't usually do.
Yeah.
So
that's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a downer, to be honest, you know, because you think nature is for everybody to share, but it is what it is, you know. There's many other beaches that we can enjoy.
yeah.
We just stopped by the nature corridor, by the sign on the bridge, just to look at the wildlife there is here. And as you can see, there's pangolins, really interesting turtle. I think it's like a soft shell looking turtle, and some eels and all kinds of birds. And right by the sign there's a nice little river. It's really, really shallow right now, barely any water, but I'm imagining during rainy season this would open up, and you can see like the little sort of entry to the jungle. It looks so nice. I love all the beaches and everything, but I think this is my favorite part because it's nature. I absolutely love nature and jungle. I just kind of wish I had like a whole jungle gear and just went all the way up deep into the forest for like a few days camping. That would be so cool.
We just left the wildlife corridor and we were driving along the road, and we can see this huge pineapple statue, and then you can smell the pineapple from the side of the road.
Now look at all these fresh pineapples, and the juice that they make here is basically fresh pineapple juice. Can't wait to have some. Hello. 2 pineapple juice. Tak na gula?
Tak nak pula.
Yeah.
Okay. Tak nak pula. RM8. Yeah.
Spending all day in the sun, driving around the park and stuff.
You want to try?
Okay, what is this?
Cookies, pineapple cookies.
Pineapple cookie as well. Wow, so everything pineapple here.
Yeah.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Looks so good.
This one Hari Raya celebration.
Oh, terima kasih.
Yeah.
They're really good with the
Oh, bang, man. Literally, you gotta love these local stalls. We've been driving all day. I can't believe it's already 4 o'clock. To be honest, it takes more than one day to explore this island. It is way bigger than you expect.
We've just driven to Chenang Beach. This is the area where we stayed last time we were here. And it's not that we wouldn't recommend to stay here, it's just quite busy. So there's a lot of souvenir shops and kind of tourist agencies, so it's aimed at tourists mainly. But they do actually make some really good food in this town, which is why we've come back here. We want to get some dinner.
Yeah. And now we came back to our favorite nasi kandar on the island. We've been coming here. Last time we were staying here, and this time it's our 3rd time already, or 4th time. So we sometimes eat here, but this time we're taking it away because not too hungry yet, but we will be later.
They've got all our favorites.
They got all our favorites, right?
Yeah.
Sick. So it's gonna be like the potato. Yes, the potato, the egg, the cabbage, and
Beef rendang or
rendang. Yeah, that's the one, man. And a little bit sauce as well, boss.
We're gonna take this food away and we're gonna head back to where we're staying. This time we're in Langkawi, which is pretty amazing. Can't wait to show you.
About 20 minutes drive from Chenang, just right next to this really nice looking mountain is our place. And I mean, have a little look what it looks like from the inside. It is absolute bargain. We're only paying 75 ringgits a night, which is really, can't find any better. Facing the swimming pool as well, and it's not even that busy. Hello. And yeah, we're gonna go and have a little dip in the pool as well right now.
Yeah, we're literally in the middle of Langkawi Island and we're just surrounded by the mountains and the jungle and the nature. We've actually seen a hornbill right outside our room the first night we arrived, which was really cool.
Yeah, they come here for sunset times, probably just eat, because there's like loads of coconut trees, palm trees, as you can see. Not many people staying. Sometimes we forget to just enjoy it for ourselves. So we've been just mainly staying here in this location, you know. And I mean, we don't need much else because it's pretty damn chilling. How's the water?
Really nice.
Yeah.
It's actually not too warm. A little bit cold.
That's good. That's a good thing, man. I'm boiling. I feel like I burned my whole neck today. Yeah, I need to wear a bit more sunscreen.
Our hotel also has a barbecue and we asked them if we could use it and they said we could. So we headed to the supermarket and we bought a few things to have a barbecue because why not? And we've actually got some fish. It was so cheap in the supermarket. Mario's just gutting it right now.
Basically, guys, I've never gutted a fish from a tropical waters myself. You know, we are used to like gut the fish, you know, from the rivers, lakes, northern wilderness and things like that. Fish I'm familiar with. So this fish, like, I've never seen anything like that. I mean, have a look at this one. It genuinely looks like a piranha or something. And then this one. This is more familiar, but still kind of strange. But this is proper tropical, so it'll be interesting to try it. So I have no idea how to season these tropical fish. You know, we see locals putting like chilies and lemon and stuff like that. I just have a bunch of garlic, bit of lemon, some turmeric, salt, and white pepper. I'm gonna mix the turmeric, salt, and white pepper, make a little kind of seasoning. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
It has to be.
Usually when Mario cooks, it's always really good, so it's gonna be good.
You know it.
So before we have the barbecue, we wanted to go up to the mountain nearby because it's actually the tallest mountain here on Langkawi Island. You can literally see it as we walk out of our room. The clouds have just cleared, so I think this is the only chance we're gonna have to go up there, so we're gonna do it. The peak of Gunung Raya is 881 meters high and is easily accessible, around a 20-minute drive from our hotel. If you're feeling adventurous, you can also hike up the mountain by taking the 4,287 stairs that lead to the top. But since we have our motorbike and not much time, we drove up the mountain road instead.
Here we are. This is the very top bit of this island, and guys, the view looks absolutely CGI. It is quite cloudy, and it's always cloudy up here. We were trying to time it for when there's not many clouds, but it's kind of hard. The clouds do come and go all the time, and they kind of spin around the mountain in circle. There's clouds coming from that side as well as coming all the way from the other side. And
Wow.
I don't know if you can see very well in the distance, but wow, the mangroves and everything look...
Yeah. Looks like a postcard.
Yeah, it looks incredible. I've only realized that we're actually looking at Tanjung Rhu beach, that little mountainous area with the little lagoon river. It just looks so different from here. It does not look real looking at it from this height. It looks absolutely surreal.
I don't mind being above clouds, below clouds, but there's something about being in a cloud really freaks me out. I think we should go, Mario.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Beautiful. But that's not the white marine eagle, it's a different one.
It looks tiny to you guys, that eagle, but it is huge in real life.
So we just stopped at this viewpoint and we just noticed a little family of dusky langurs. We love dusky langurs. This one has a little baby with them, probably like a mom, and the babies look yellow. We actually have seen those dusky langurs like that in Thailand before, in Prachuap Khiri Khan, and it's kind of nice to bump into them as well, and they seem pretty wild. Olivia's getting closer to try and get a nice shot of them. They usually don't like when you get too close to them because it has a baby, you know, just classic mom vibes. Whoa, that was one hell of a jump. Do you see how high it jumps, like Spider-Man?
They jump so far and so high. Yeah, I could prefer these monkeys to macaques because they don't come up to you. They just keep their distance. They're not bothered.
I mean, depends if you have food. Do you remember Prachuap Khiri Khan?
Yeah, but at least they're not as aggressive.
Yeah, I guess they're not as bad as macaques.
And they're cuter as well. There's so many different points on this mountain where you can just stop and see a different view of Langkawi. So we've just driven a bit further down. And here, through this little gap in the trees, you can see Kua Town over there. You can see the Maha Tower, the islands, and all of that area where we actually started the video. Also looks really beautiful from here. Everything looks so tiny. Like when you're down there, it's so big, and now it just looks so small. Just got back to our place and we're actually setting up the barbecue right now. Mario's just starting the fire. But I'm really glad we actually went up to that mountain because it was so beautiful. So many animals up there as well. Apparently there's flying foxes, hornbills, squirrels, eagles, the monkeys that we saw as well. So we were really lucky to see those dusky langurs as well, sat on the cables and jumping around in the trees. There's so much to do on this island. We could probably spend like another month here and not get bored. There's so many tourist attractions we didn't do, like the crocodile park, there's extreme adventure parks, wildlife parks, there's the Langkawi cable car up to the sky bridge. Like there's so many different things you can do here. So a bit of a shame we do have to leave, but there is a whole country to explore. We've got a lot more of Malaysia to see.
Before we go though, one last supper.
Yes.
Yes, one big dinner.
A delicious fish barbecue. Had a nice swim in the pool for sunset, and now Mario's putting on the fish.
Yes. There's also some potatoes deep down there in the charcoal, which go pretty well with the fish. Because I'm Lithuanian and I absolutely love potatoes, there's gotta be a potato in the barbecue.
In case nobody knew already.
Right, so it looks like the fish is finished now. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to dig into this. I just hope the potatoes haven't burned yet. They've been there for a while. There we go. Boom. Got one. And let's put this one up as well. Burnt a bit on one side, but the middle looks really good.
Alright.
There you go.
Thank you.
Goes well with the fish. You would usually wrap the potatoes up into tin foil, but we didn't have any tin foil. Just
DIY.
yeah, just DIY. Like,
Chuck it in.
All right, let's just try a little bite of it.
It smells so good. The smell just hit me.
Really good. Wow, you should try it. Tell me what you think of this tropical fish.
It's really meaty.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's
I
good,
like the
right?
seasoning as well. It's just like a little bit salty and lemony.
Yeah.
It's good.
And then we have this fish right here as well. Look at all this meat. I'll use my fingers for you. There you go. Try some of this.
Different, but still really good. Both good.
We could be in Langkawi for months and months. This place is so big. There's so much to explore, and the time went too fast here in Langkawi. Like I didn't even realize it's time to go for us. But you know, I'm looking forward to the future road trip, and there's so much more to cover. We haven't even done half of the country, and where we're gonna go next is gonna be pretty exciting. We're gonna be hitting some off the beaten path roads, even more nature and wilderness, and cannot wait to hit the east coast of Malaysia as well.